Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the post-match press conference. Casper Ruud. Please, if you have any question, press the raise your hand Zoom function and say your name and organization before we start. Can we start with English questions if you have any? Nicholas, please.
Hi Casper, Nicholas from Passing Shots.
Hello.
Great match today, well done.
Thanks.
Unlike other next-gen players, the media did not focus so much on you. However, you quietly placed yourself in the top 20. Do you think it was an advantage not being pressured from the media? Thank you.
Well, I think that I'm from a small tennis country. Norway is not very big, so when it comes to tennis, I think this is also part of the reason. You have big countries like Italy and Spain and all these countries in Europe where the tennis is really part of the culture in the countries. And I think with players like Sinner and Musetti and these kind of players from Italy, for example, they have a lot of media attention and the fans, which I think is good for them, and it's nice for them to have many fans around the world also, of course. But I feel like especially Italy is a big tennis country at the moment, and also Berrettini. Now you have many good players to follow, so that's obviously natural. But I don't mind the way I've been talked about or whatever in the media. If it's too much or too little, I cannot say. But I think it's nice the way I've been treated around. So I don't know. I guess this is maybe part of the reason.
Jean-Marc.
Hello, Casper.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
You too.
Congratulations, for your win. I had, in fact, two questions about your own evolution. The first one is this one. You are very in close connection with your father. Of course, he was been a great champion as well. But you see, in a way, to become a top 10 player, in the close future, do you think that maybe you have to bring even more evolution in your own organization in order to come to this point, or how do you see things? Because I would suggest that it's your ambition to become a top 10 player, very shortly.
Yeah, no, I think during the last 6 months or year, I think I had a good lift in the rankings, and also it helped myself and my self confidence in feeling that this is maybe the place I belong. I belong here with the big guys, and I can challenge them in big matches, and especially on clay. The last months I've been doing good results. So I think the biggest part of my game that has changed or improved is, I think, the self-belief, and a part of that that comes from winning matches against top players, and reaching far in the tournaments. So yeah, I think the top 10 is obviously the next goal, and I feel now at this moment of my young career, I feel, I guess, closer to it than I did from before. But it's still far away for now. But I think it's within reach. I hope I can have a good couple of weeks here on the clay, and especially the second part of the year, it will be interesting to see what I can do on the hard court. But it's obviously the next step and next goal in my career that I hope I can reach one day. It doesn't need to happen this year. Maybe it never happens, but I hope, of course, someday I can be there. And talking now this day and this week, I have more belief that I can make it than maybe 1 year ago. So that's natural when you improve in the rankings.
Maybe if it's possible, a second question. When you announced not a long time ago that you were going to withdraw for the Olympics, if I'm not wrong, isn't it frustrating in a way, or do you keep the same position because you play very well? So maybe you could have had some concrete goals and objectives there.
You mean the Olympic Games?
In Tokyo.
Yeah, I think that at the time, one of the reasons I pulled out was that I felt that, you know, uh, getting a medal was maybe not within reach for me at this moment, and the chances were very slim that I was going to be able to get a medal. And you know, it's a part of the decision of why I didn't didn't or decided not to go. You know, there are many players who are on the tour that are better than me on hard courts, and the Olympics is played on hard courts. Doesn't mean that I'm just gonna give up on playing on hard courts, because we have most of the tournaments around the circuit is on hard courts. So it's definitely the surface where I have to improve the most, and I intend to try to do so this coming month, especially with the US swing and all the tournaments in the fall. But you know, you have to be a bit realistic sometimes and think that, you know, Olympic Games is obviously big. I think, me personally, I think the Grand Slams are bigger than Olympic Games. So for a tennis player, I think that's the status of the Grand Slams compared to Olympics. But it's of course a tournament that I wish to compete in my career, and wish to represent my country, because that's, you know, the biggest honor for a player, I think, to represent his or her country. And that's my goal for the career. And I know that, you know, Paris in 2024 and Los Angeles in 2028 I will focus on those two, and hope that, you know, I can be a part of those Olympic Games, and those two will be a big goal for me in my career. But at this stage I felt, you know, too young and not within reach of getting a medal.
Okay, all the best.
Thank you. Nei, det var en bra match. Nærmest feilfri match fra min side. Tøffere enn kanskje resultatet tilsier, men sånn er det noen ganger. Det var mye som gikk litt min vei. Flyten var litt min side, og han er en tøff motstander, og ung og tøff, og kommer til å bli god i fremtiden. Så absolutt en spiller jeg antageligvis kommer til å møte igjen, men denne gangen så gikk det min vei, og som jeg sa, er jeg veldig fornøyd med spillet. Perfekt start på disse 3 grusturneringene, og håper at det spillet kan fortsette nå, i hvert fall, eller først og fremst i morgen, men også ut disse 3 ukene. Så det blir spennende måned foran meg nå, og som jeg sa, en perfekt start på grusturneringene, og håper å fortsette med godt spill.